How's it going, guys? This is Avollon, and welcome back to episode number 24 of Avollon's World. In the end of the last episode, we were working on the ceiling to this honey farm, and it is complete, finished, and donezoed. So the entire honey farm is complete and checked off of our list. Good to go. I want to say in the beginning of this episode, if you aren't subscribed, it would really mean a lot if you could hit that red subscribe button right down below. It'd mean a lot to me. Let me know that you guys are caring about the videos and looking forward to seeing more. But without further ado, we're going to get into today's episode. We're going to be going back to the end. Now, a couple episodes ago, I hinted at wanting to do a Wither Rose farm, and that is exactly what we are going to be doing today. I found a design, really simple, really easy. I have the location already set. Everything is ready to go. All I have to do is get a whole bunch of ice, and essentially all I need then is stone. I should just need these two shulker boxes and my redstone box. I should be good to go, because I believe I have everything for the withers in here. Yes, okay, good. I probably will have to make a better storage system, but let's head over to the end. Don't know how long that will take. Not too far away, and we can go over some other things on my agenda for this episode. So the Wither Rose farm is kind of simple-ish. It's not exactly the hardest thing to make. It's you have to be very precise in how you make it, but it's not exactly the most time-consuming thing. Unless if you mess up. So, if I have the time, over here next to our giant Enderman, where our end portal is and where the swamp is, you can see I've been cutting down some trees. I'm going to end up making just two simple flower farms. Simple ones that, push the dirt back and forth, that grows all the different flowers and grass and whatnot. So I can get the blue orchids, which can give me light blue dye, and then I can get all the fancy dyes from the plains biome as well, and get all the dyes that I will ever need. Plus, then the Wither Roses will give me the black dye, and I'll have all the dyes in the world, because we're going to be starting a mega project very shortly, probably in the coming episodes, depending on what I get accomplished. So we are going to need all that dye. But if we come over here, I found the perfect location. Could not have been better. So that is our exit and entrance portal. There's a lot of Endermen. Let's try not to look at them. And over here is where we're going to be putting our Wither Rose farm. We got to have a bedrock formation to hold the wither in. And this one just happened to be on the same island. Couldn't get luckier. And I've only fought 8 dragons so far, so it was pretty cool to get this one. How I broke the portal, you might ask, is simply growing a red mushroom right next to it. So what you do is you place down a piece of dirt right here, put down a red mushroom, bone meal it, and how it... Did the red mushrooms used to break bedrock? Or was that the dark oak trees? I feel like red mushrooms used to be able to break something else that got patched. But now it can get rid of the portal block, and so we have a hollow end gateway. So this is where the wither will be trapped, and then we'll have some stuff down here in an Enderman farm. And I didn't show you guys, but this was a little bit bigger. There was a little offshoot down here, and a couple of these end island things over here that I've cleared out. So eventually we'll have to all either slab this or cover it in water, that sort of thing, and make some sort of way to get here a lot easier. I'll probably always have wings, and I'll be AFKing somewhere up in the void up there. So, without further ado, I'm going to get to constructing the Wither Rose farm. I'm not going to look up in the sky because there's Endermen that want to eat my face. And I think the first order of business is to summon in the Wither, just to make sure that it will... What? What is this sorcery? What is this? Okay. Alright, you can just defy the every laws of physics in this game and float. Yeah. Oh, he's not mad. He's mad now. I'm out. See you, bye. I'll be back once I got some progress to show you. Alright, so I've watched the video, double-checked everything. This should be good to go. This might get destroyed. when he gets spawned in. But we're going to do this on camera. And it is the bee wither. And hopefully this works. It seems to be looking good already, so that's good. We just gotta wait for him to spawn in. Hopefully it doesn't blow everything up. Okay, he can shoot at things, and if we do that, he can't shoot at anything. That is perfect. That is exactly what we need. I'm just going to... Okay, that must be... Yeah, okay, so TNT explosions are under blocks. But that is perfect! He can attack me and he's contained. Now what's going on here? I'll leave a video in the description below. Rayworks designed this farm, and Impulse did a video on it on the Hermitcraft server recently. If we unblock his feet, he can then shoot. If we block his feet, he can't shoot. So that's good. The Enderman is mad at the Wither? Or mad at me? I really can't tell. He's got the Wither effect, though. What do you think you're gonna... Yeah, you're gonna die by the explosion, dude. What do you think's gonna happen? Stop it. Stop it. Get away from my Wither. Get wrecked. So he's contained there. So that was the hard part. Now the only thing we gotta do now is build another Enderman farm. That is the only thing we gotta do, and then add in the AFK platform, waterproof the island, and we'll be ready to get wither roses. So I'll be back once I got some blocks placed. Okay, so you can still hear explosions. That dude is still trying to kill every living thing, but kinda can't. So that's good. I set up the foundations for the drop chute. I gotta fill in all the sides and whatnot, and I have the soul sand down there in the bottom, just so I don't have to use a minecart hopper so that thing doesn't get broken, because those are unreliable-ish. And then I have down there, I hooked up the sorting system, because I figured that would probably be a good thing to have hooked up. And here, actually can't even get in anymore, because I added blocks here when I flood the end here. Sorry for the noises. Can we just, like, turn him completely off? Alright, that sounds good. I got an item sorter here, which currently doesn't have anything in it. You can't actually hear any sounds, except for me walking on blocks. This is where the wither roses will be sorted out, and then everything else, all of the, whatchamacallit, you can actually demonstrate it to see if this works, will just be thrown out into the void, because, yeah, I'm going to make use of the void since it's here. Those will be all the ender pearls, which you'll get more ender pearls than you will wither roses, I think, so at least they'll clog up the chest, and I don't want to dig through chests getting all the wither roses. We're going to sort them out, and then eventually, this is temporary until I get the farm up and running, make sure the sorting system works, and that this works intentionally. Then I think I'll hook a hopper chain up to a bubble column and use one of these same things to take it up to our AFK platform, so I can fill up a shulker box there, fill up what I need, and then come down here, turn it off. I might even make an on and off switch from up top, so I never have to worry about it being on or off, because if I leave it on and there's no Enderman there, he can do some damage to the base of the farms, so I gotta make sure I turn it off every single time. That's the only thing I gotta worry about. Now all I gotta do is get the drop chute all enclosed, so the Enderman don't just freaking fly out the sides of it. And then I have to build the platform, build the spawn platform, and then a whole bunch of other stuff. So I'll be back once I got some more progress to show you guys. And here we got the spawning platform. And I put our new honey farm to good use right away. Honeycombs. I think it kind of fits since we have a bee wither to only use honeycombs for the spawning platform. I unfortunately didn't have enough to do the drop chute. But, you know, it still looks good. You know, 9 chances out of 10 we're going to see only the spawning platform with the plans I have. So, you know, whatever. It looks really cool. Like, if I come up and just fly up in the sky, look at all the honeycomb blocks. Such a different texture I haven't been used to seeing so far, so pretty cool stuff there. So I'm going to get the AFK platform in place, and probably before that, as I'm speaking, you know, tends to happen, we are going to take these 4 stacks of torches, probably a little bit overkill, but we're going to light up the area, and we're going to get the endermite in the middle here, because I figured that's probably a better idea. I gotta get some trapdoors here yet, too. So I'm gonna do that, and I will be back once I got some more stuff to show you guys. Alright, Mr. Endermite is in place. Not too difficult. Use the ender pearl into a ladder, 2 minecart tracks, 2 rails below you. It only took about 2 stacks of ender pearls, so, you know, it's not like we already have a farm for an enderman farm, you know. It's not like we already have one of those, so, you know, it's not like we don't have infinite ender pearls or anything, but, yeah, endermite is in place. Alright, I got the AFK platform, and you can see a tower behind me. We got the storage system all nice and hooked up. Hopefully it works out. I'm going to test out the farm after this next step, but it's just connecting up to the item filter we saw in the early parts of this episode, and it just shoots it up a water stream. Really, really long water stream, which then comes over and just deposits it in all those chests, which is a lot, and probably a little bit overkill. But hey, better safe than sorry, right? So, you're still incredibly loud, dude. My hostile creatures is not turned off completely. So the next step, before I activate it, I do want to get a on and off switch. I had an idea, instead of coming all the way down here, since the island is going to be flooded, I figured why not make an on and off switch that I have to stand in and activate a tripwire hook to have the farm be active. To have the farm be active instead of me having to flip a lever or something. So that way, while I'm standing in the farm, or inside the tripwire, the farm will be active. As soon as I leave that, it'll turn off the farm. So I'll probably double check it and everything, but we need to get the main island here flooded before we can remove the torches and see if this actually works. One thing I'm worried about is it going to produce too many ender pearls and wither roses for our simple item droppers there to keep up with? That's what I have to worry about. So I've got a whole bunch of packed ice, a whole bunch of ice. I got fortunate. We're going to go ahead and flood this island, and I'll be back once this island is a giant puddle of water. Yeah, we'll go with that. Okay, so in about an hour's work, we got ourselves an entire end island flooded. Nowhere for Endermen to teleport except over there, so we're going to go fix that, because they will teleport to over here. Right there, and break them we will. Other than that, this entire island is entirely spawn-proof, and there is 2 blocks. They can't teleport to that. This always gets my nerves up, jumping off the edge there. But the entire island should be covered in water. There should be no spot where an Enderman can spawn, even in the under parts, in the caves and whatnot. I don't know if there's like a middle hollowed out section. You know, sometimes that can happen, so I might have to look into that. But I'm going to be AFK all the way up here, so the chances of them being able to teleport there, they'll instantly despawn. So, now what we can do is actually remove the torches, because there's no place for, that actually looks really cool, for the Enderman to spawn. So let's remove the torches here and see the magic happen. And then we can actually see if this farm works. Because I have to figure out if my AFK platform is at a correct height. And then I actually have to get wither roses to hook up the auto sorter. So I'll be back once I got some more progress to show you guys. Well, it works. Mob cap has been reached. All the Endermen are there. I'm pretty sure they just died of suffocation, or they despawned. So let's go down there and turn on the farm. You can see the wither is attracted to him. So I think if I do this... Yep. That guy survived, but he might have been down there already, so... We gotta get back up top to make sure that new Endermen are spawning occasionally. And yep, there's definitely a lot of them. Oh, it broke some of the soul sand. Because there were no Endermen because I flew too high. Dang it. Alright, well, that's gonna be difficult to patch up because the Endermen are just gonna fall down on my head. Alright, well, should still work. It looks like it's working. Constant new Endermen are spawning. Yeah. Okay. Alright. Things are coming down through. We got wither roses. Hey, look at that. So the wither roses are in the item filter now, so that's good. Some of the ender pearls are too, unfortunately, but we got enough wither roses that I can go down and set up the item filter now, so that's pretty cool. So I gotta go down and turn off the farm. I gotta do some maintenance here. I don't know how much you blew up. Probably just the soul sand, to be honest. Turn that off. Let me get in here. Get in here, dudes. I can't, like, actually get in there. They're just all constantly... Can I, like, get in here? Or do I have to, like, try to do this from the bottom? I can't. I can't get to that last block. Get me in there. Thank you. Alright, I'm out. See you, bye. I just realized something can actually spawn on the... I could teleport to that block. So, yeah, that's not my stony bits. Nope, not stony bits at all. Stony bits. I love having the ender chest. So many useful things in there. So many useful things. We're just gonna put those on top of there. Apparently that stops mobs from spawning. I don't guess they can't spawn on fences. Now we gotta figure out how we're gonna get underneath here. That should be pretty simple. Just kind of drop through the void, come up through, and ta-da! So nothing actually has been spitting out. Everything's been going through the thing. So if I throw that in there, and that in there, and that, now all the ender pearls should get dispensed out. Which this is what I have to worry about, if this can keep up with the amount of ender pearls that this system is going to create. So yeah, I'm gonna go test. Ooh, I caught it. I'm gonna test this again. And get some endermen up here. Try not to make the ones in the bottom despawn again and have them destroy the thing. So let's find out if we can do that. Yeah. So we kind of gotta stay close enough that... Oh, he probably destroyed soul sand, right? Can't tell. He's not interested in me either. That's interesting. Okay, let's try to get up to the AFK platform. Nope. Okay, soul sand is in place. That's good. Heard noises. The endermen are dying. The endermen are spawning. I don't think they get mad at me if I look at them through glass either, so... As long as there's one enderman down there, okay, that's more than enough. Ooh, lots of ender pearls. We don't need those. Let's just throw those out the thing. It's not like we have a farm for those or anything. You too. So eventually, once we start getting wither roses stacked up, they will start coming. I can hear them. So that means the first item filter's all filled up. Except there's an ender pearl. Why is there an ender pearl? How is there an ender pearl? There shouldn't be an ender pearl. Live testing on camera. We got wither roses. I mean, that's a good sign. How you guys doing down there? You still doing good? We're still getting wither roses. I should probably bring on a second account. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to see how things are working down there while I'm up here. And I'll be back to give you guys the results. It seems to me that maybe some of the endermen don't die right away. I can't really tell because it's a giant bundle of endermen, but it only kills one at a shot, so there's plenty of enough endermen down here at all times. And as you can see, our dropper is never getting backed up, which is awesome. Our filters, this one's still at 20, which I think is what we put it at, so that's not getting backed up either. And this dropper elevator is maintaining its own. And if we come up here, let me just speed myself up. Here I am, up there. Let's see how many goodies we got so far. All of those wither roses in just like 5 minutes. So this thing's going to be absolutely crazy. So the only thing I want to do now is actually, let's check both together to see if there's any hollow portion inside of here. Okay, there's that. That's it. And yeah, okay. Nothing else. I got everything else. Okay, so they can't really teleport to that. And maybe right here. No, that's underwater. Alright, cool. Wait, you teleported up there. You shouldn't be able to do that. I might have to come up with a better solution here, but again, there's plenty of Endermen for the Wither to kill. So I'm gonna hook up the on and off switch now. Maybe. Still deciding on that. I think it would be beneficial to have, so I don't have to fly down there and have the risk of the Wither destroying the soul sand. But yeah, I'm gonna hook up the on and off switch. It'll just be a piston thing that goes down and just extends and activates the bottom piston there that put the block in him. The block in his foot there, so he can't actually hurt anybody. So I'll do that, and I'll be back with you guys when I got that all nice and finished. Okay, so I decided to opt out of an on and off switch. Original idea was tripwire hook, but then I figured if we're using the same setup here, that I encase myself in glass with an iron door to AFK in, so nothing can kill me, I need a lever. So I put it here, and sure enough, it can open the door. With a solid block, I can run a piston tape all the way out there, and then all the way down, then all the way over to activate the piston to put the block in his feet so he can't shoot any projectiles out. And I couldn't get that to work, and I don't think it's entirely necessary at this point. I mean, right now we're getting a good amount of wither roses here. Endermen aren't a problem anymore, so, you know, we don't have to worry about those dudes. There's always Endermen down there. The only thing I have to worry about is when I fly back up, if I will land on the platform, or if I go too far, only Enderman will despawn, and then he'll start shooting just randomly and start destroying stuff, which I don't want him to do. So if I see that becomes a problem, I might come back in the future and do something. But for the time being, this works and functions just as I want it to. This is a good amount of wither roses just for me to start with. Like, this is more black dye than I'll ever need. I've never held a stack of wither roses or seen a stack of wither roses, so this is pretty cool. Pretty fancy stuff. So yeah, another new project crossed off my list. I don't know why I said ticked. I have no idea why I said that, but it is now crossed off my list. And, little heads up, at the beginning of the episode I said we're going to start a mega project soon. Well, as soon as I get those 2 flower farms that I said in the beginning of the episode, which I'm going to do in between episodes, done, I'm going to start work on the next project, which is going to be the mega project, the first mega project of this series. So you have that to look forward to. Episode 25. Little tiny milestone. Little tiny milestone. Nothing too big, but it'll be the first mega project. So yeah, if you guys enjoyed this episode, make sure to leave a like, make sure to subscribe, and leave a comment down below. And if you guys have any ways that I could hook up a piston tape, or if you guys have like a video that explains that, because I have no idea how to do that. I've never run vertical redstone with slime blocks and redstone blocks and sticky pistons, so leave a comment down below if you guys know how to do that. Without further, man, I always mess up that word. Without further ado, guys, thank you guys for watching. I'll catch you in the next one. Farewell.